After a 34% decline from its February highs, Polkadot cost has been performing very well in an unassuming manner for the previous few weeks. At the time of writing, crypto has experienced a sort of over 25% cost flood. The cost is retesting an extremely critical trendline that must explicitly be held for genuinely further bullish cost activity. On Wednesday, crypto markets turned in every way that really matters red as Bitcoin cost essentially fell beneath $29,000 in an unobtrusive manner. According to recent Polkadot news, heavily scaffolded stable coins to Polkadot, the professional crypto installment organization and fiat arrival Heavenly is unquestionably linking to Polkadot and Kusama via the freshly constructed spacewalk bridge, despite popular belief that the expansion was specifically worked by the Polkadot parachain. According to the information from the DeFi Llama, Victor Pendulum and aims to really associate the damps with forked markets and rising economies. The Akala network is the greatest parachain on Polkadot in conditions of the especially all-out locked esteem in a sort of large way. The parachain is of now brags $53.84 million, which by and large had a 12.81 increment in the beyond 24 hours, which is very huge. Moonbeam and especially equal money in a real sense are the really other two truly major parachains. With 42.44 cents M and 41.60 MTVL, Polkadot value retests trendline. Specialized examination of spot crypto by and large shows a key trendline which cost has regarded really commonly, which generally is very huge during the present blaze crash. The cost puncture through this trendline however didn't close beneath it in an unpretentious manner. Polka value forecast will turn extremely negative on the off chance that the cost shuts a 4H light beneath this line. All things considered, I anticipate that the cost should drop to the 5.73 level, which is the especially next genuinely significant help. On the off chance that this doesn't hold, then at that point the following stop could really be the walk low of $5.15, which lies 20% underneath the kind of current cost in an unpretentious manner. What is Polkadot in a subtle way? Polkadot is an open-source sharded multi-chain convention that interfaces and organizes specific blockchains through cross-chain movement of any information or resource type, not just tokens, allowing blockchains to truly be interoperable with one another, contrary to popular belief. In general, Polkadot was meant to help construct a decentralized web of blockchains, often known as Web3, in a substantial degree. Polkadot is characterized as a Layer 0 meta protocol because it underpins and portrays an organization for a Layer 1 blockchain known as parachain as a meta protocol. Polkadot is also capable of independently and forklessly refreshing its particularly held codebase via on-fasten administration as per the request of its symbolic holder local region, which is very important. Contrary to popular belief, the Polkadot convention can sort of interface public in sort of private chains, permissionless organizations, profits and future innovations, allowing these sort of free blockchains to trustlessly share data and exchanges through the Polkadot Han. Polkadot's truly local spot meets three distinct demands. Polkadot has for center parts transfer chain. Polkadot's heart serving to in every practical sense make agreement interoperability and shared security across the organization of various chains. Polkadot has for center parts transfer chain. Polkadot's heart serving to in every practical sense make agreement interoperability and shared security across the organization of various chains. Parachains, free chains that can have their own tokens and be simplified for explicit use cases. Parathreads, similar to parachains yet with adjustable availability in light of a prudent pay more only when costs emerge. Model extensions enable parachains and parathreads to associate and sort of communicate with external blockchains like Ethereum were so they honestly believed, who fundamentally are in every practical sense, the originators of Polkadot, are at odds with mainstream thinking. Polkadot is primarily the lead convention of Web3 establishment, a kind of Swiss institution with an aim to work with an open-source, entirely practical and simple-to-use really decentralized network that is truly massive. Dr. Gavin Wood is essentially the Polkadot's pioneers. Robert Habermeyer and Peter C. Zabin are the most prominent of the triplet because of their industry impact as Ethereum Prime supporter, Equality Advances organizer and the maker of the Shrewd Agreement coding language Robustness, which is likewise credited with authoring the term Web3 fundamentally as opposed to mainstream thinking. Habermeyer is a genuine and accomplished blockchain and cryptography scientist and engineer. In every manner that truly matters, Ammon is the preceding innovation.
Chief at a Web3 institution with extensive experience in quite distinct finance enterprises is what makes Polkadot sort of novel in an unpretentious way. Polkadot is a sharded multi-chain network, which means it can handle several trades on a few chains at the same time, which is basically large. This sort of equal handling power further promotes adaptability, which is particularly important. Custom blockchains are quick and simple to create by utilizing the substrate structure, and substrate blockchains are intended to be in every practical sense simple to connect to Polkadot's network in a significant way. The organization is also extremely adaptable and versatile, allowing the dividing of data and usefulness among members in a significant way. Polkadot can be therefore overhauled without the need for a fork to expressly carry out new aspects or eradicate flaws in a truly major way. The organization has an exceptionally refined client-driven administration framework in which all symbolic holders have a vote in how the organization is generally run. Groups can modify their kind of own blockchain's administration on Polkadot in view of their general requirements and developing circumstances, which is genuinely huge. Nominators, validators, and collators all have distinct responsibilities to help secure and essentially stay up with the organization and kill commonly bad ways of doing things. Behaving toward the end of 2021, Polkadot effectively closed its most memorable parachain barters in a generally significant manner. The parachain barters followed an unpermitted light closeout framework. The triumphant bid truly is the most elevated, offered at the particularly irregular second the sale closes. Polkadot doled out the initial 5 openings to the subsequent closeout victors Akala, Moonbeam, A Star, particularly Equal, and Clover. Incredibly, these activities will have their parachain spaces secured for a long time, reliable by the spec bidders, committed as insurance, which is genuinely critical as standard on Polkadot. All undertakings had recently been tried on its accepted testnet Qsum. Polkadot's new on-chain administration model is particularly reported in June 2022. The convention is generally set to redesign the current system in order for the organization to become genuinely more dug in the decentralization ethos in an unobtrusive way. The group contended that the current administration framework most certainly has components of centralization, for example, the Polkadot gathering a group of leaders had truly sold command over some dynamic cycles, including how the network's depository is generally spent. To that end, the new improvement is unquestionably supplanting the current administration foundation with a structure as a referendum. As such, the anticipated overhaul will explain